ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. They'll go option to the short side. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields rolling to his left. And he's got Dorsett complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a first and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll run with Montgomery. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Mond looks to throw on first down. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
On first down, here's Mon. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Mon to the air on 1st and 10. Setting up the screen for Cook. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. This defense for the Bears, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. This defense for the Bears, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. They go play action here. Mon. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 27-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. On 1st and 10, here's Mon. Throw left side complete. That's Cook. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Back to the ground, Cook. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. This defense for the Bears, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Here's Mon. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 14 down to the 14. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. Handoff comes to Cook. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Rosas good with the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are. But let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Fields leaving it with Montgomery here on the option. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
On 1st down, they go right back to Cohen. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second and 6. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. They snap it to Fields, buying time to his left. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mond out of the shotgun. Goes right back to Smith again. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On second down, it's Cook, and he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. From the gun, here's Mond. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. To throw again on second down. Mond. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Stopped short of the 25. The nice move couldn't ultimately free him. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Only needing 2 yards on second down. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 52 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
Mond looks to throw. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. That'll bring up second down.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Bond going to throw it. Goes right side, complete to Gronk. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. They'll run with Cook, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, as the first half is winding down, and the Vikings have taken the lead. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that challenge, a successful one. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They try again with Cook, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
A final shot before the break. Fields gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack is a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now Mond. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll look to throw here. Keeps himself upright. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Eddie Goldman breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. That's their first time getting to the quarterback. Sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll set up a throw. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down. Here's Matt Hawk now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This will be taken at the 10. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Bears take over. Prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Fields. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Mon now off of play action. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 2nd down now. It's Cohen. Stays on his feet. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On 1st down, Fields. Forced out to his left. And he'll just get rid of it. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee. And that means 4th down. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up 4th down. And they are going for it. Fields gonna let one fly for Robinson. It got his man complete. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter. Santos now to add the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. He finds an opening past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Off the play fake, Mon. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Second and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. 77 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
There's so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner and you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some power and break tackles, as we just saw on that pickup.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that will be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Here's Mon. They're going for it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. And they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bears will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We'll see if they can grab the lead. Either way, what a job their defense did to force the turnover on downs to set up this opportunity. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Here's Fields. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
1st down, a run with Cohen. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, Their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 29, Fields. Touchdown! It's complete. Allen Robinson with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bears have broken the tie.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfect.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened, because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Read option. Here's Montgomery. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now it's Fields. And that is incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide, because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. Things just got interesting. They tried for the long field goal there to salt this one away. They don't get it, and now a little time for the other guys to mount a late drive.
Well, they thought their kicker would put it through the post and finish this one off. I'm sure they discussed pooch punting it and letting their defense take over. Well, the defense now has to make it stand up, but they didn't get the best field position because the ball comes back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And they regroup defensively after the broken tackle, getting to him just beyond the 45.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They'll look to throw. Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with third down coming up. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Well, the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Going to let one fly for Robinson. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. On the carry, it's Montgomery. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Fields out to his left. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they will score. Pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. A little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, one-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick 6.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, what a catch there by Thielen. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. 20! And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. They were trying to go to Brown once again, and it's second down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That is caught by Thielen. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown. But probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough. But they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle. The onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
This one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. One play action. Fields gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. But he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Running with Montgomery from the pistol. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.